Greetings, traveler, and welcome to the Shakakapow. Yes, welcome. Have a seat and join us. So, October is almost done, but we've had some laughs, we've had some good moments, and it's been really nice this year because we've had lots of visitors coming on the show. We've done board game reviews, we've done movie reviews, we've done even a Lego review, and one comic book review so far. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, KH, you handsome, crazy devil. Normally we do a lot more comic book reviews. What's going on? Don't worry. Relax. We got this. But I hear you. I totally agree. I mean, dudes, if you want to play some really cool, spooky board games for Halloween, I would totally recommend you guys check out these games or check out the videos on these games. But yes, it's about time that we had a little chat and talked, just the two of us, alone, here, in the dark. Yes, so, in today's episode, we are going to take a look at something really creepy, disturbing, and scary. Because we're going to talk about Severed, a comic book by Scott Adkins. No, by Zack Snyder. No, damn it, Koho. A comic book by Scott Snyder. And Scott Tuft. Yeah, Tuft. Yes, okay. So, before we get all the obvious stuff out of the way, I just have to say, this comic book is so good. You gotta read this. Normally I wait with all that stuff until the end, but oh man. So, this is such a good story. It's a horrifying, very dark and gritty and violent and gory story. Reminds me of like something that could have been done by Stephen King. Yeah, it's really good horror, and it's got great characters. As I said, good story and lots of suspense. I normally say all that after everything else, but gotta check this one out. Okay, so let's start. So the comic book is written by Scott Snyder and Scott Tuft. The art is by Attila Futaki. Cool name. And the colors are by Guilhaumond. This comic book is published by Image Comics. Oof, okay. Where to start? So the story starts in 1916. Or actually, no, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I'll just read the opening and take you through it. So yeah, let's check it out. Okay, so actually the story starts with this family living in this house, and there's this old guy missing an arm. And they're watching black and white TV with Elvis. So, I mean, I assume this must be the 50s or 60s or something. And suddenly there's this kid, like the old guy's grandson, coming in through the door, and he's like, Grandpa, a man gave me this for you. And the grandfather's like, what man? A stranger? No, not a stranger. He said he was an old friend of yours. And then the old guy takes the letter, and he's like horrified, and he's like, oh my lord. This man, what did he look like? I don't know, normal, I guess, like everyone else. And then his wife is like, Jack, what is it? And then he gets kind of lost in his own thoughts. So she's like, are you all right? And then when we hear what he's thinking, he's like, I tell people I lost my arm in the war. Even my wife doesn't know the truth. Sometimes the truth is so horrible but sometimes it must be told. Dun dun dun. And then we jump back to 1916, where this guy was a teenager. Jack was a teenager, and he's living with a foster family, and he's got this lady that's looking out for him, and he's playing violin, and he's really good with the violin because his dad used to be a minstrel, and his dad used to play music, and he hasn't seen his dad since he was born. So anyway, in the middle of the night, Jack runs off, and he runs away into the night. And then he has this letter. So the letter is from his dad, and it's saying that his dad is in Chicago playing music at this renowned majestic theater. And like, oh, Jack, you must be all grown up now. It would be nice to hit the road together sometime. I look forward to it. Blah, blah, blah. So this is the reason why Jack ran away. He wants to find his father. Okay, I don't want to say much more. I don't want to spoil anything. But this is a story about traveling. This is like an adventure. You know, like the movies or stories where people go on this awesome adventure. I'm going on an adventure. This is that, only the adventure turns out like really bad and traumatic, and lots of bad stuff happens, and yeah, so it's kind of the opposite of that very cozy, nice adventure. And there is this villain, and he is so clever and so manipulative and so good. He's such a horrible being, but again, very well written. So the monster, or the whatever it is very scary, but not just because he's a monster. That is scary as well, but the most scary part of this is his personality and his his plots, the way he twists and lies and manipulates just to get his plan in motion. And I mean, the reason that's scary is that I can imagine somebody like naive on the road by themselves would easily be manipulated by someone like that. So the scary part is that people like that exist. Okay. I don't want to say too much more. This is definitely worth checking out. Such a good story, such a good comic book. Go buy it right now. Okay. That's it. Yes. Hello, Doctor. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. See you next time.